Hi, Mark Anthony here to show you how to make whipped garlic. And this is one of those fun recipes that you're not going to see everywhere. A lot of the Mediterranean restaurants will call it Toum, T-O-U-M, which actually means garlic. A lot of Lebanese, Middle East restaurants will carry this. And it's such an easy recipe. It just takes a little bit of patience, and I thought I'd teach you how to do it. It's so simple. This is going to take a little bit of time. We've got some salt. I've just got a couple teaspoons of salt. And you can raise or lower that to whatever you want. And then I've got some fresh garlic and just fresh peeled garlic. This is one of those recipes that I don't use the chopped garlic that I normally would because it has a little too much moisture content. And you want to make sure that you've got the least amount of moisture in here. And we're going to give this a quick whip, and we'll come back and forth, but we'll try to get this done without too much noise for you. And I'm just going to scrape the sides here a little bit just to make sure we don't have any really big pieces around the outside here. And all we're doing is chopping garlic. Okay, after it's all kind of stuck to the sides here, we know that it's going to be ready to start incorporating the oil. So all we've got so far is 1 cup of garlic. I've got 4 cups of oil here, which is just a vegetable oil. It's a little bit lighter than the olive oils, and it gives you a little more fluff. And then I've got a half a cup of lemon juice. Now these are going to be added just like thread. You'll see the line on it, but I'm going to keep this running the entire time until this is done. And I'm going to go with a cup of this, and then a couple tablespoons of lemon, and then a cup of this, and a couple tablespoons of lemon. So you'll see the process as it goes along. But I'm sure we'll fast forward it and silence up the editing part of it, because I don't want to waste your time and ears when it comes to this one. But we'll get this thing whipped up, and you'll see how easy it really is. Woo! Okay, now I did have a little bit of oil. I might have had too much in there in the first place, but I can tell where it's at and where it's getting so fluffy and thick that I just wanted to get in here and take a look at it. And yes, it is definitely fluffy. So we're going to give this one last whip here, and ooh, man. And you can add more oil to it. Just want to get it off the sides here. So let's give it one last whip, and it should be okay. Yep, it looks like that's done. That's done. It's not going to take any more oil. Woo! One more time here. Okay, just like that. Woo, let me tell you, this stuff looks fantastic. And it is just the fluffiest whipped garlic you could ever imagine. And you can serve this a lot of different ways. I mean, you can use it as a spread, you can use it as a dip. What I'm gonna do with this is I'm actually gonna put it in the fridge, but I'm gonna put a paper towel over it. I'll put it in a container, put a paper towel over it, let it cool, because this is actually warmed up from doing so much whipping. And I just want the moisture to be taken out of it, and then I can turn around and put a lid on it later. But you don't want to put a lid on it when it's like this, because the condensation would just create that moisture barrier that would just make it fall. So, but that easy. A lot of people will take some tandoori bread with it, or you can take any type of bread and slice a piece off. And I make my homemade breads, as you can tell. And you've got just a wonderful, wonderful lemon, salt, garlic, and oil. Not something you want to eat every day because it does have that higher. Wow, that is really good. I should have been a cook. Anyway, definitely one of my favorites, and you'll want to make this time and time again. This will last in the fridge for weeks, and after you've done it a couple times, you're going to see where you can get the fluff and where you're adding too much of one thing or another. Just keep going back and forth with the oil and the lemon juice, and boom, you've got your Toum, or as I like to call it, my garlic fluff. And that's what it is. It is a garlic whip. And so thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time in the kitchen.